What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another one of Hoggie's beer reviews. Another quick review on the webcam. Just knocking this one out just out of straight curiosity. A lot of people have requested a review on this beer, and I just want to try it to see what it's all about. So here it is from Sierra Nevada. This is their Flipside Red IPA. Now, it says seasonal on here, and on the back, here's what it says. It says Flipside Red IPA is a rebuttal to the mild-mannered beers of summer. Tropical fruit and citrus hop flavors from the use of whole cone Citra, Simcoe, and Centennial hops are the perfect notes for this in-between season. So, not sure what to think, because I know I saw their Summerfest or whatever summer beer out there, and I've seen Tumbler, which is their fall beer, out there. So I don't know if this is kind of in between those, or if it's meant to ride out from like late summer to early winter. I don't know what their game plan for this beer, but this is the 2013 Flipside. You guys know I love hoppy beers, and I'm just a big fan of Sierra Nevada. Haven't really had a beer from them that I didn't like, so this is the only bottle I got. Just the one, just to try it, just to share it with you guys. So we have the beer, and one of my other favorite red IPA, red hoppy beers is the Horizon Red Ale from Summit Brewing, so we'll break out the Summit glass here. And of course the Spyderco Tenacious. And crack open the beer. Let's get right to it. Smells like an IPA. That's always a good thing in my book. Definitely a darker beer than your typical IPA. Definitely a little warmer than I would like it. The warmer the beer is, the more likely it is to foam up on you a bit. We'll make do. But yeah, since this beer came out, and I'll be honest with you, I haven't been paying attention to the beer world like I used to. I wasn't aware of this beer until somebody mentioned it in a comment on a video. And I haven't seen it in that many stores, and a lot of the stores I go to carry Sierra Nevada's beers in the beer cooler, supermarkets in my area. But I hadn't seen this that much, and I just recently saw it, and I went back and just picked up a single. They're doing singles now at that supermarket, so I picked one up. And so I don't know when this was released exactly. The Sierra Nevada website doesn't say too much about it. Pretty much just repeats what's on the label about that in-between season thing. And that's all I know. Aside from that, jumping over to Beer Advocate before we get to the beer, let the head go down a little bit. Beer Advocate, 1,022 total ratings. Out of that, scores an 85. They categorize it as an American Amber or a Red Ale at 6.2% alcohol by volume. And they say it's a limited availability, brewed once. Brewed once, says Beer Advocate. I don't really think it's going to be brewed only once. I'm sure if Sierra Nevada has success with this, they will be bringing it back again next year. I hope the video isn't glitchy because my camera's glitching. But anyways, jumping over to Rate Beer really quick. Out of a total of 351 ratings on Rate Beer, it scores a 96 overall. They categorize it as a summer seasonal, 6.2%. And yeah, nothing else doing there. So that's that. Maybe they got rid of their Summerfest, summer seasonal, perhaps. I could be wrong. I haven't really looked it up. So you guys can correct me on the comments, or maybe I'll just add the annotation in the little comment box under the video. I'll let you know, or you let me know. Anyway, to the beer. Copper color. Yeah, almost a copper. I mean, if you put it up to the light, it's that dark, dark ruby red. If you're just kind of looking at it, it's kind of like a copper, dirty, bronzy, really dark, dirty amber kind of thing. The head is almost a khaki color, nice and frothy. And you're definitely getting citrus hops. Ooh, a lot of citrus hops in there. Good amount of citrus hops, I like that. And yeah, there is kind of like a spicy malt kind of underside there. Can't really say it's a toasted or roasted kind of malt. It's got a little spice to it. Almost reminds me of a kind of like the malt character to like a rye beer. But then again, that's just off the smell. Smells good. So before we run long on this video, let's just get to the beer and taste the Flipside Red IPA from Sierra Nevada. Cheers. That's nice. There is a toasty malt character. Oh yeah, there is a very nice toasty malt character, and it blends beautifully with the hop combo. Let me tell you, it does blend beautifully with the hop bouquet on this beer, because you get that citrus up front, and then you get that kind of toasty character underneath, you know, towards the finish of the swallow, and it's a very nice blend. It goes very, very good together. And there is a hint, just a hint of spice to that malt. I don't know what the malt bill is like, the grain bill, whatever you want to call it. Nowhere does it really say what malts or what malt mix is used. There may be a hint of something other than just regular barley malt, malted barley, maybe a little rye, maybe a little something with a bit of spice, or maybe I'm just imagining that, as you do get a good hoppy, citrusy bite, very resiny on the finish. And long story short, I like this. Gotta love Sierra Nevada. They love their hops. They have the Bigfoot barley wine, which is a hoppy ass barley wine. They got the Ruthless Rye IPA, which is a rye IPA, which is a great thing. Now they got the red IPA. All that goes along with their, you know, regular IPA Torpedo, which I really love. And this fits beautifully in that family of quality hoppy American craft beers. Best thing about Sierra Nevada is that they're commercially available all across the country. They're available in damn near all of my local supermarkets and a ton of gas stations. Maybe not their whole lineup, but the fact that they're in all the supermarkets is good enough for me. Plus a lot of bars, you know. And they're in California, and I'm talking about South Florida, so they have really good distribution, really good beers, and a really good price point. And every time they come out with one of these new beers, it's actually damned good. So this, for what it is, for a seasonal new beer from an established company like Sierra Nevada, a red IPA, still sessionable at 6.2, this is a glass full. If you like hoppy beers, I mean, if you like IPAs, if the words red IPA make you go, I'd like to try that, then go ahead and try this. You'll like it, all right? Definitely a glass full, and that's all I have to say. Remember, it's Hoggie's Beer on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, hoggiesbeer.com, and all that good stuff. And I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Cheers. And if you see this, pick it up before it goes away, because we're not sure that it's coming back next year. Probably will, but we're not sure. So pick it up if you see it, and I'm gone. Cheers.